Legally speaking, are the ongoing investigations on Anita taking any legal path, or it's more of politics? The investigation, the raid, the search, or we throw the legalese by the wayside?
I want to think that your question is premature.
It can't be premature when there is an operation happening.
Because, you see, when police has what we call reasonable suspicion, they have every right to investigate.
Without a search warrant?
Now, that I've not had Anita raise the fact that her premises are being searched without a warrant. And to be honest, I'm not sure if you are very much aware whether they have a warrant or not. Because I believe they may have had enough time to procure the necessary legal requirements before undertaking this search. So whether the investigation is illegal or illegal, my belief is that the investigation is illegal, because the law permits the police to investigate when they have reasonable suspicion.
When you look at the predicament...
And by the way, there is a lot that they know which we don't. So it is also possible for us to think they are moving in a wrong direction or right direction without actually delving into the real thing, because we do not know. So the ideal thing would be for us to wait and see where the investigations end.
When you look at the predicament Anita Mong and perhaps her loyalists are going through, when you read between the lines, don't you see there is a sense of betrayal on one part? The people who were chanting, "Hail, oh hail Anita Mong," have since shifted loyalty in just a twitch of an eye. And they're now with Oboth.
Some were the first ones to arrive in Mukono.
There's about 2 months ago, I was on TV here. There's that program we normally have in the evenings over the weekend. I think it was in Luganda. I told the people that we were, as members of NRM, we were not comfortable and we were a bit disappointed that SEC rushed to issue a resolution declaring Anita and Tayebwa as the candidates. In essence, we were forced to hold back our ambitions. But now that the door has been opened, and you know, because of that resolution, we had all fallen in line.
But now there are no footprints of SEC in the new resolution now.
That's what I'm saying. You are saying it is betrayal. No, it is not betrayal. Because of the resolution that had been issued by SEC, we were all behind Anita and Thomas Tayebwa. You understand? Whether we liked it or not, it was a SEC resolution, because party politics requires that you follow the rules and guidance of the party. But now that resolution seems to be off. Anita has declared she's not standing. So there is an open door for people to come. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm telling you that I'm waiting for my party to say, Kafuuzi, maybe we leave this for so and so.
Just a reminder, in determining the incoming Speaker of Parliament, there was no NRM party sitting. It was a declaration slapped onto the party by the powers that be.
Incidentally,
is that how NRM runs?
Incidentally, the choice of both appears to be the choice of 90% of the NRM members of Parliament.
There is no sin consensus.
If it had been someone else, maybe you would have had grumbling. Then you would have known that maybe PLU made the wrong choice. But incidentally, PLU was spot on. They chose the kind of person that every other person was looking at. And that's why we all rallied behind him. So, and I believe because of that, he has garnered enough clout even for SEC.
Look, I saw members of parliament swearing their allegiance towards Anita Among. And the following day, they switch.
And I'm saying they did that because they had felt bound by the resolution of SEC. Let me tell you, I sat with Anita Among. I told her I want to stand, I want to declare my candidature for deputy speaker. This is about 2 months ago or 3. She said, my brother, it is not possible.
Behind the scenes, you were talking.
Yeah, I told you I have nothing.
But on the floor,
I don't hold anything
you
personal.
had confrontations.
No, it was just that day.
This is hypocrisy.
No. You can look at it. You can look at it that way. But I don't keep grudges. It's my nature.
So you spoke to her?
Yes.
Were you seeking her endorsement?
No. I know. But I told you I've known her for the past 20 years. And I've known Taiwo for the past 20 years. The two are my friends. You understand? I studied with Taiwo's elder brother. He's my classmate, Alex. So I sit with him and we talk, even Taiwo. You understand? So I sat with Anita Among. I told her, look, I intend to challenge Taiwo. I want to run for deputy speaker. And my intention was to speak to Anita and speak to Taiwo. So Anita pulled out that resolution because we were just hearing of that resolution, that it had been made. It had not yet been released to the what? To the media. She pulled out the resolution. And the first copy she showed me had not yet even been signed by the president. It had been signed by the Secretary General. It is on that very day that I met Anita that it was signed by the president. And I knew my goose was sealed. I had to let go. I had to fall in line. So these people you saw swearing allegiance, it's not because they fully supported, but because they are bound to play by the party rules.
Was it purchased allegiance or genuine allegiance?
What do you mean purchased allegiance? As a party flag bearer, let me tell you, I've just gone through an election. And when you get the flag of the party, you are obligated to support all the other flag bearers. Now, your best friend may have come as an independent. Do you understand? And we were struggling with this in campaigns. You have a friend who is running as an independent. And then you are openly supporting his opponent because he's a party flag bearer, because those are the rules of the party. Those are the rules of the game. And that's what political party democracy entails. You do not have to like everything. No, but you have to accept to play by the rules. If you don't, then you break the democracy that you see.
Well, as we take a break, is NRM in curtailing ambition consolidating its foundations or checking its foundations?
Simon, even from the explanation it's not nothing to do with NRM as an institution. He says, in his own words, that the choice of PLU